thinking about buying your first home, I know this can be overwhelming, but in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the steps that you can take in order to be a homeowner. Now, in the process of buying a home, the first thing you need to do is to determine your budget. You want to know what you can afford. That's very important. Once you determine what you can afford, then you go into the process called the pre-approval process. In the pre-approval process, this is when you get in contact with a lender that is going to take your income, that is going to check your credit, check your taxes, ask some documents in order to pre-approve you based on the budget that you've determined. Once you determine your budget, the step number 2 is that you want to determine how much this loan is going to cost me, or how much the home buying process is going to cost me in terms of escrow fees, in terms of understanding how much property taxes you are going to pay, in terms of maybe the out-of-pocket expenses. This can be appraisal, this can be inspection. There are certain things you need to understand to determine whether you can afford paying all these expenses out of pocket. Once you are okay with all the out-of-pocket expenses, in addition to your budget, then you now move to the third one, which is determining your location. In terms of location, there are so many factors that come into play. For example, you might be living in a city when you are thinking about buying a home. Now, you live in a city, but your budget says that you cannot afford any home in the city. You have to make some sacrifices. Maybe you have to commute from 30 minutes to maybe an hour to the location where you can afford. Because remember, the budget that you get pre-approved for, there is a direct correlation between that budget and the location where you're going to buy. For example, you are living in Los Angeles County, which is pretty much very expensive for most people, but your budget says that you might have to move to Riverside County, or you might have to move to San Bernardino County, or you might have to move to Orange County. Now, once you are comfortable with the commute, which is one of the factors you need to think about, then you might maybe want to make that move. There are other factors that might be important to you. For example, if you have kids, you might be thinking about schools, right? Wherever you are going, you want to make sure that you have good schools for your kids. That is very, very important. Some other people will determine their location based on amenities. They want to buy a home where there are a lot of grocery stores around, there's a mall around, there are other things that they don't have to drive for a very long time to get there, right? You have to make sure that you use all those criteria that matter to you, because remember, it is your home. You want to make sure it is comfortable for you. You want to make sure you like it. So put into consideration the things that you like, and that will be strong determining factors in helping you determine the right location. Then the fourth thing I recommend is that you hire a real estate agent. The home buying process is a very complex process. The real estate agent is going to help you to navigate that complex process. In fact, they're going to help you simplify the process. They're going to be a third eye in every transaction that you do, right? They will help you in the verification process. They will help you in the appraisal process. They will help you in inspection. They will help you in determining the location that will meet your needs and those of your families. The fifth thing is, once you found a location, you found a home, and you like it, then you're going to make an offer. Once you make an offer, you're going to enter into a process called escrow. Escrow is a process whereby the last verification is done. For example, in California, escrow averages between 30 to 45 days. This is a time when everything is being verified in terms of your loan approval. The appraisal is being done. Home inspections are being done. Title history is being done. They are actually making sure that by the time the key is handed to you, you are the true owner of that home. You are not competing with anybody. You are not competing with anybody that might have a lien on the home, right? In subsequent videos, we are going to be diving deep into the nitty-gritty that can help you navigate or be a successful home buyer in terms of credit, in terms of the type of loan programs that we have out there. This is your guy Ransom, and I'll see you in subsequent videos.